Hi everyone, so today I want to make this card, so I'm calling it a 6x6 stepper front card. So you've got this kind of steppery front on the front of it, and then it's also got a normal card on the back, so you've got space to write, and also so you can't sort of see through here like you would normally be able to with like a stepper card. So the papers that I've used on this are from my Nautical Nostalgia paper pad, which is available on Amazon. It's also available as a digital kit over on DRK Crafts at time of filming, and it should also be available in my Ko-fi shop. If it isn't, I will try and get it up there. It was available on Etsy as well, but I'm not sure again if the listing's still up or not, so I'll have to double check that. But as I say, all the links will be in the description below. This die here, this thank you, was from In Love Arts. I'm not sure if it's still available. If it is, again, I will link it below. But yeah, you've got space to write on the inside. It folds flat and will fit in an envelope for a 6x6 card. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so for this card, you're going to need one piece of base card that is 6x12, and you're just going to score that in half at 6 inches. Now, if you want to, you don't necessarily have to do this. You could do a 6x6.5. and just attach it onto the back of the piece we're going to do, but I quite like this. I think it kind of works a bit better, so yeah, so we're going to do that. And then you need another piece that is 6x9. Now this has got, I've already done some score lines on it, as you can see, because I just wanted to make sure I was getting it right. Okay, so on the back of your cards, this is it's double-sided, but on the back of my card, what I've done is along the short edge here, on your 6-inch edge, you're going to mark at 1, 2, 4 and 5 inches, and do the same along the bottom. And then what you want to do is draw a line between those two marks going across. So I've done one there, I've done one there, one there and one there. And what this does, it just helps you then when you come to do your score lines. So then what you want to do, we're going to turn it around this way around because it's a bit easier then. So what, on that first line that you've just drawn, you then want to make a mark at 1.5 and at 3 and also at 4.5, at 6 and at 7.5. Okay, so I'll put all those marks, all those score line mark lines up on the screen. You want to do the same again on this one here, which is your 5-inch line. So again, you want to mark at 1.5 inch, 3 inches, 4.5, 6 and 7.5. And then what I would do is, you can do some other lines here as well if you want, but if you just do it on the 2 lines, it's less to worry about. You're not going to have to worry about rubbing any of this out because it's going to be the bit you stick down, so you're not going to see any of this. Then what you want to do, take your ruler and the first mark, so the 1.5 mark, you want to join those two up. And then the first mark, the 1.5 mark, you want to join these two marks up, and you're going to score at the top down to the first mark and from the bottom up to the first mark. And that's all the scoring you're doing. Move to the 3-inch mark, and at the 3-inch mark, you're starting from the edge, you're scoring down and down. So you're going down to the second line going across, and then the same from the bottom, so you're coming up and you're stopping at the second line. Now the next mark, which is the 4.5 mark, you are only scoring in between the first and the second drawn pencil line and between the third and the fourth drawn pencil line. Okay, then the next mark, which is 6-inch mark, you're only scoring in the middle, so between the second and the third, and the same with this one here. So this is the 7.5 mark. You're only scoring in between those two marks. Okay, so that's what you should end up with. And in a minute, when I've done the cut lines as well, I'll put a picture on the screen of a little diagram so you can see what I've done. So now what we want to do is grab a cutting board, and we're going to do our cuts. And so what we want to do, I'm going to turn this round like that. So I've turned it round so that I've got my, where I've got my score lines just in the middle, that's on the left, and then all my other little lines are on the right. So starting from the first pencil line, we are going to cut from that first score line up to the third score line. So again, just get your, and if you need to make a mark, you might need to just make a little mark just past where you've scored so you can kind of see where you're headed. I'm going to put my ruler at the top. Now using dark card is obviously not the best of ideas, but anyway. So we're going to go from here and we're going to cut all the way down until we get to that first line. Like that. Okay, so hopefully you can see. Here's my first score line. Here's my second. Here's my third. So we're going to do the same on this one here. So you should end up with that. Okay, now on the second score line and the third score line, you're going to cut from where that crease line comes in. So you're cutting from the, let me put my thing on and work it out. So you're cutting from the 3-inch score line along that pencil line up all the way to your 7.5-inch score line. Okay, so again, I'm just going to put my ruler on, make sure I've got it all lined up. And we're cutting from this score line here all the way down to that score line there. And then we're going to do the same on this side. So you should end up with that. Hopefully you can see the cuts there. So now I'll put up on the screen a little picture of what it should look like. Right, so this is the pencil line. So I'm going to flip it over like that. So I've got it this way around, and so then the bottom here we're just going to fold, and I'm just going to literally just crease for now. We're going to burnish once we get it into place. So we're going to give that a crease. That's a mountain. These are valleys. These two are mountains, and they're kind of all getting the gist of what they need to be. These are valleys. This one in the middle is a mountain, and that one there's a valley. So as you can see, it starts to come into place, and then I'm just going to very carefully fold it all up and then go over and burnish all of my lines. So you should end up with that, hopefully. So what we're going to do now is bring in our 6x12 again. And on the inside here, I'm just going to stick a white piece that's 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. If you want to add a mat, you can, but I decided not to because I'm not doing mats anywhere else on the card. So then we're going to close this down like that. And then this bit here is going to stick on the front here. Now there is no border. Okay, if you want to do a border, you can, but it just means you're going to have to change up your, you would have to change up your pattern layers. It would look quite nice with a border, but it's just, I would have to trim. I mean, I suppose I could trim an 1/8 off. I wasn't going to, I was going to have it as navy, but I'm now tempted. I'm going to trim a little bit off. I'm literally going to trim a fraction off, like probably about a 1/16 of an inch, I would say. A 1/16 off this side, and then about a 1/4 inch off this side. Okay, so I've done that, and then I've just realised there, this bit here obviously is going to be too big. So this just pops up above the top. So when I stick it down, I just need to make sure that I'm positioning it a little bit lower so that it doesn't come off too much. Otherwise, that's going to make that a little bit over 6 inches. So I'm going to go ahead now, turn this over, and we're going to just glue all on this flat area here and stick it onto our card. Okay, so what I've done is I've just made it so at the bottom here, that is pretty much in line with the bottom of the card. So it doesn't stand up quite so much, doesn't stand out quite so much. I think my pattern pieces might not completely fit, but we can just trim them down, so it's fine. But what I'll do is I'll give you my original measurements, because I think you'd probably be better off just making a card blank that's just slightly maybe bigger. I don't know. Anyway, or just not having a border would just cut out all the issues. So first of all, we're going to deal with this bit here. So this bit here, you need one piece that is 1 3/4 by 5 3/4. So that's going to go in the middle there. Then you need 2 pieces that are 3/4 of an inch by 2 3/4, and they're going to go on those two pieces there. Next up, you need 4 pieces that are 3/4 by 1 1/4, and they're going to go here and here. And then need 2 pieces that are 1 3/4 by 4 1/4, and they're going to go on here. Now obviously, because I've trimmed a little bit off, I'm going to have to take a little bit off these pieces, but if you keep to my original measurements, then you won't have to trim anything off. And then we've just got 1 piece in the middle here. If you go by the original measurements, then this one measures 1 1/4 by 1 3/4. If you've decided to trim like I have, then I've ended up cutting this down to 1 by 1 3/4. So I'm going to go ahead and stick that down. Okay, so once it's stuck down, you should end up with this. So then we're going to go ahead and add a greeting. Now I've cut this one out, and this one is one that's from In Love Arts from ages ago. I'm not sure if they've still got it on the site. If they have, I'll see if I can find it, and I'll put a link in the description below. So this comes with a thank you, and then it comes with 3 shadows. I think it's 3 shadows. Yeah, this one, I think there's another one as well. And so I've cut that out, and I think we're going to put that probably around there. And then I've also cut some of these pieces out of the Nautical Nostalgia paper pad, and then I'm going to have them coming out. So I think I might have that one there, and I think I might have this one here like that, and then I've got a little set of 3 shells which I was thinking of putting down here somewhere, just like a little collection somehow, maybe like that. So yes, I'm going to go ahead now and stick all of those down. Okay, so there we have the finished card. Quite pleased with the way it's turned out. So obviously that's the side view, just stuck those behind, and then inside we've got space to write, and obviously it all folds down flat and will fit in an envelope for a 6x6 card. So there you go, I hope you enjoyed it. As for the papers I've used are the Nautical Nostalgia paper pads that are available on Amazon. They're also available as a digital kit as well over on DRK Crafts at the time of recording. And they also, I think they're available in my Ko-fi shop. If not, I will try and make sure they're available. But yeah, so that is the card for today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video, and I'll see you again next time.